What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Today I brought something that is very interesting about my culture. I'm going to be talking about Angola, but I'm going to be focusing on the part of Angola that I come from. It's a very small province. It's one of the 18 provinces of Angola, and it is located in the north. It's practically surrounded by both Congos and the sea. I'm just going to tell you guys about a few interesting facts. Thank you, Mom, for sponsoring this part because I didn't know much. It is a very small province. It has 4 main townships, which are Cabinda, Kakongo, Bokuzao, and Belize. So in Cabinda, we speak Fiote as our mother tongue. And the Fiote that we speak there is also divided into the tribes. So each tribe kind of like speaks their own type of Fiote, like they have their own accent. So it's the same thing, but they have their own accent. So we have Moyos, Molinges, Mokwakongos, and Muyombes. Okay, so those are the 4 main tribes that are there, that are kind of like spread out in Cabinda. In Cabinda, there's something really interesting. So I am from Cabinda and my dad is from Cabinda. So meaning that before I get married, I actually need to go through something called Casa de Tinta. And Casa de Tinta is like our tradition as Muoyo. And he needs to put his daughters in this kind of like ritual. It's a traditional ritual that allows the girl to get married or to start dating. This was in the past. In the past, in order for you to date, you would have to go through that traditional thing. So this ritual basically just teaches us how to be like a woman, you see. So they train us to literally just take care of the house, cook.
Show basically prepares young ladies into becoming women. So, for example, cooking, cleaning, and taking care of their future husbands, if that may apply. So, yeah.
The case.
Nah, I get that 100%. I feel like in some households they have that here too, where women, for instance, you know, they may get like a necklace or like a promise ring or something. You know what I'm saying? And then when they come back to their parents and they're ready to settle down, not settle down, let's say date.
Well, not the promise ring.
Not the promise ring?
No.
What the promise ring for?
A promise.
Okay, promise. Cool. But then again, they still have these like we use jewelry or promises or things like that narrative to where they may say, you know what, when I'm ready to bring someone home to meet my parents, then the girl has or the guy has to go to their parents. And again, like I said, it's in a few households. I don't really know too many people that even do that. Like
no.
When it's time to bring somebody home to mama.
No, I feel like for us, ours is more of like, you know, just gradual. You just teach as they, you know, grow up.
Yeah.
Like our son, he was washing dishes at 6 years old.
Yeah.
And we don't use the dishwasher. We actually wash the dishes.
Yeah.
You know, you can't depend on things. So.
But do we actually vocalize that to say, hey, I need you to learn how to do these things so when you're ready to be on your own, and it don't have to be dishes. It could be learning how to fix a car or changing a tire. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I do know what we do have is the cotillion and the battalion, I think, for the boy.
Yeah, we have those.
Teaching them etiquette, teaching them, you know, different leadership lessons and, you know, more of that. And then it's like a year-long experience depending on the different organization that your children are a part of. So we do have that. I think that would be the most closest thing to that we have.
I don't know anybody who's involved. That's why. So I guess that's where my comment come from my experience and my upbringing from the people I knew. Not too many. Like you said, it's gradually. You feel me? So we just go along with the punches. We learn as we go, but we implement it as we get older. We're not you know, strictly being told that A, B, and C, and D is why you need to pick up these habits.
Right. Well, I did have etiquette classes, so that's about as.
You sure did.
Don't ask me what I remember, baby. I know how to eat.
She get
No,
that
I'm
out.
saying no.
You that out. We saw you with that. With yeah.
No, I'm saying with the different cutlery, like you get
Yeah. With
salad
the
fork.
plates.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the
Like I
forks
know
and
how to say.
spoons.
That's something we do, and that's why I said the only thing that I know of that we have that I feel should be implemented regardless of class. That's why I said because we come from the hood. Nobody doing that at the hood.
Right.
Is the cotillion and the battalion. And I gotta take that back because my best friend was a part of the cotillion.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
wasn't.
okay.
So it just depends on family, different families. Like we all don't have the same set of what do you call it?
What do you call it? Tradition? Can you say tradition?
Traditions.
Yeah.
We all don't have the same set of traditions, but we have always had that a part of our culture.
Yeah.
Is everybody just wasn't some of those things have fees attached to it. So that's why I say maybe
no fee for
sometimes it's a
that.
class thing.
Ain't no fee for
I
that.
know.
You gotta be present.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
we
And I
want to make
say
sure our children are part of it and
no,
everybody
facts.
connected to us.
We
because-
already have our ideas on how we look at certain situations that we don't gotta vocalize on here. But I say that everybody should at least have some way of tradition about going into relationships because it just creates a standard and it also creates a boundary within yourself to know what you're going to tolerate when you finally settle down or ready to get up with a person. Is that
and
the
in
third?
our churches have it.
Our churches have it too.
Classes
Yeah.
for singles, for couples.
And for marriage.
Exactly. So it's different things, access. See, that's going into different things.
Yeah, we diving, y'all. Let's get back on it.
So, how this goes is you sleep on a little thing that you place on the floor. I don't know what it's called, but it's called shtera. I don't know what that is called, but I'll place a picture as well. So in the past, they wouldn't tell the girl that she's gonna go through that. And what they would do is, like when they catch her, they will beat her because, I don't even know why they do that. And I used to be really scared about the day that I was going to be put in. Whenever I thought about the idea of going through that ritual, I was just very scared because the people would slap. I went to a few of those events when I was there, and it was kind of like scary to actually just be part of it. So, yeah.
Did she say what
so
age?
People would beat the girl, and then they take that girl, they put her in wrappers, right? The African wrappers, and then they cover her head in those wrappers as well, and they put her in a room. In the past, it would be a month, but from what I remember, it hasn't been like that for like a very long time. Now it just takes 2 days and then it's done.
Okay.
But so what happens is the girl will be put in a room. She will sleep on that thing on the ground, and then they take clay, the orange one, orange, red, whatever you want to call it. We call it tuklay. And they paint it, or they don't paint it, they like take it and they spread it around the girl's face, body, and everything. So after that, the next day she takes a shower and then make her eat a whole chicken by herself with banana. It's like a stew, but with no tomatoes.
The fun part.
Not apparently. You also get a lot of gifts because people are supposed to give you like gold chains and money. If they want to see you, they have to give money. So that is kind of like the part that I have always been most excited about, because I just want to see how much money I'm gonna make from people wanting to see me. And in the past, they would cut the girl's hair, but thank God that is not something that they have been doing lately. I think.
Awesome. Okay, so I would love to hear from you guys. What do the men or the young boys go through during this process? What does that look like?
Yeah, I wonder if it's similar to what we have seen in Gambia and what was the other one? I believe it was Zambia. Gambia and Zambia. I think it was those two.
Yeah.
So as I'm listening to her, the other things that we do have that I feel is similar, like some of the things we're listing is similar, but it's not similar at the same time. What I'm saying, like it's more of like coming of age, or in addition to the cotillion and the battalion, we have fraternities and sororities that they go through initiation processes and the all that stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, it's more of what you or your parents want you to do.
And again, it's also more of what age you are for these things to be taking place.
Yeah. So we have similar things, but
Yeah.
not everyone would go through it like a ritual or tradition such as this.
Yeah. Oh, I got one. Like for manhood, if you're ready to be a young man, some fathers would take their children to the farm to catch their first rooster, slaughter
Oh
it, and do all that other
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You
we
know what
have
I'm saying?
those.
Because you wouldn't be able to protect and do what you got to do when it's time to do what you got to do. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That like fishing
yeah.
and hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was just extreme, and now they have like kind of adapted to the times, and you know, unfortunately those traditions are dying a little bit. But yeah, and the bad part about this
Oh no, not the
tradition,
bad
okay,
part.
so after that you're free to go, you are a woman, considered a woman, and now you can go and have your kids. So this same tradition is something that people don't necessarily people are not so fond of this tradition, because for us Moyo, because not all the tribes go through this process, but for us it's a ritual that kind of allows us to have healthy kids. Tradition says that if you don't go through that process, you automatically you're gonna have sick kids. But it's not necessarily true. I feel like it's something that they used to say just to, like, scare the people, because a lot of people had kids, they're not in Angola, they had kids elsewhere, maybe they lost in another country, and they had kids and nothing happened. I hope, I don't know. But yeah, so it is a culture that is taken very seriously by my tribe. If you don't do that, you end up having sick children and they might die. And also, the other thing is, for example, if I, Natalia, get pregnant right now, I haven't gone through this ritual. What happens is I have to go to a mountain and dance there naked with my partner, because it's our punishment. We have to dance there naked, and people
It's a
called, not
punishment.
people, but this traditional people, they kind of beat you up. Nobody knows who is behind those
There's a lot of
masks
beating
and
going.
clothes, but they beat you with the olden days
Oh,
broom.
them
Oh,
thing. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
What's a
okay.
mop and what's a broom? So that is one thing that I've been dying to tell you guys. So that is our ritual in Angola Cabinda. This is one interesting thing that makes me scared as well, because tradition is not something that you want to tamper with. But
At what age are you told that? You get what I'm saying? Because that will put a fear in a child. To be like, man, you're going to have to go top the mountain, and yeah, it's
If
going
they get
down.
pregnant and they haven't gone through the ritual,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know the age.
Interesting. Okay.
This is interesting.
Very much so.
that is something that I've been dying to tell you guys. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this video. This is all I have for you guys today. I
All
hope
right,
that
man.
you
Make
guys
sure you guys check our channel out, right? Show her some love. We'll really appreciate that. Different. Again, I look at it from two perspectives, because I see how you guys got it going, and I see how we're brought up, and just the people that we know around us, how we're brought up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when it comes to our households, we have mad similar stories. Like we know mama don't play, we know
Yeah.
pops don't play.
Yeah.
That's how that go. But when it comes to like the leveling of tradition at a certain age, it hits different depending on where you at and how old you are. So
Yeah, yeah. Again, we don't have nothing similar to that. See, I told y'all it was similar, but not similar at the same time. We don't have nothing similar to that. But we do have traditions of, manhood, womanhood, for our young adults. And also when you become like a part of our fraternities, those are like historically rooted in African American culture. So
yeah.
we have things like that, but we don't have nothing like that. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Nice to learn about. All right, we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.